Good morning, my dear students. So, today in this video, we will be learning about the change of voice of imperative sentences. So, children, we have already covered this change of voice of interrogative sentences in the previous video. So, let us quickly revise. Now, active and passive voice of interrogative sentences. So, like changing interrogative sentences into the passive voice. The primary auxiliary verbs like do, does, or did does not appear in the passive form. So, like do, does, or did, it will appear in the active form. Clear? The verb has, have, had, will, shall, can, may, etc. do not change their position at the beginning of the sentence when the active voice is changed to the passive voice. Now come to the simple present tense. Now questions beginning with do and does. So do does plus doer plus verb plus object. So this is your structure of active voice. Now the structure it becomes am is are plus object plus v3 plus by plus doer. So it's a structure. It becomes uh, this is the structure of your passive voice. Clear? Now come to the example. Does she write homework? This one is in active voice. So, is homework written by her? Clear, children? Now, come to the simple past tense. So, in the simple past tense, questions beginning with did, right? Second form of the verb. So, did plus doer plus verb plus object. So, it's a structure of active voice. This structure becomes was, were plus object plus third form of the verb plus by plus doer. So, it's a structure of passive voice. Now see the example. Did she write homework? This one is in active voice. So in the passive voice, was homework written by her? So now come to the structure like was, right, plus object. Object is here homework plus v3. V3 means third form of the verb. So here written. Written is third form of the verb plus by plus doer. So doer here her. Clear, children? Now come to the simple future tense. So in the simple future tense, questions beginning with will. So will plus subject plus verb plus object. So it's a structure of active voice. Now this structure becomes will plus object plus be plus v3 plus by plus doer. So it's a structure of passive voice. Now see the example. Will she write homework? So this one is in active voice. Now, will homework be written by her? So clear. Come to the structure like will plus object. So object is here homework plus be plus third form of the verb. So here third form of the verb is written. Clear. Plus by plus doer. Clear, children? Now come to the next. Present continuous tense. So questions beginning with am is are. So am is are plus subject plus verb plus ing plus object. So this is the structure of active voice. Now this structure it becomes am is are plus object plus being plus v3 plus by plus doer. So it's a structure of passive voice. Now see the example. Is she writing homework? So this one is in active voice. Now in the passive voice, is homework being written by her? Right, because this one is in interrogative sentences. So the answer will also the answer it will also given in like in interrogative only, right? So is homework being written by her? So come to the structure of passive voice like is plus object, object homework plus being plus v3, v3 written plus by plus doer. Doer here, her. Now come to the past continuous tense. Past continuous tense means past continuous tense. So in past continuous tense, questions beginning with was and were because we are talking about past here. So in the past continuous tense, what we will write was and were. So doer plus verb plus ing plus object. It's a structure of active voice. Like but before of that doer was word plus doer plus verb plus ing plus object. Clear, children? Again, in the structure of active voice is was, were plus doer plus verb plus ing plus object. Now the structure, it becomes was, were plus object plus being plus third form of the verb plus by plus doer. So it's a structure of passive voice. Now come to the example. Was she writing homework? So was homework being written by her? Clear? Now past perfect tense. So questions beginning with had, right? So the structure of active voice had plus doer plus v3 plus object, because we are talking about past perfect. So here what we will write, had. Clear? So this structure, it becomes had plus object plus been plus v3 plus by plus doer. So it's a structure of passive voice. Children, I have noticed that there are so many students, those who are always getting confused between this being plus been. So being we will write in the continuous tense. Clear? And been, that we will write in the perfect tense. Clear? So now see the example. Had she written homework? Had homework been written by her? Now come to the future perfect tense. Questions beginning with will. So here will plus doer plus have plus v3 plus object. So it's a structure of active voice. Sorry children, here active voice. So this structure, it becomes will plus object plus have plus been plus v3 plus by plus doer. So it's a structure of passive voice. Now come to the example. Will she have written homework? So will homework have been written by her? Now children, WH questions. Questions starting with what, why, where, when, who, whom, etc. are known as WH questions. Clear? So WH, word plus auxiliary plus subject plus verb plus object, it's a structure of active voice. Again I'm repeating, WH, word plus auxiliary plus subject plus verb plus objects, it's a structure of active voice. Now this structure becomes WH, word plus auxiliary plus object plus v3 plus by plus doer. It's a structure of passive voice. Now the example, like why did she punish you? Why did she punish you? So this one is in active voice. So in the passive voice, why were you punished by her? Clear? Now questions beginning with who, in such kind of sentences, who acts as subject. Clear? Like questions beginning with who in such kind of sentences, who acts as subject. Like example, who wrote this letter? So this one is in active voice. So in passive voice, by whom was this letter written? Who will call him? This one is in active voice. So in passive voice, by whom will he be called? Questions beginning with modals, like modal plus subject plus verb plus object, this one is in active voice. This structure becomes like modal plus object plus be plus v3 plus by plus doer. This one is in passive voice. Like can she cook the food? This one is in active voice. So in passive voice, can the food be cooked by her? Clear children? Now come to the active and passive voice of imperative sentences. So sometimes in active voice we find the expression of order, request and advice. In this passive voice we should use you are requested, you are ordered and you are advised while preparing passive voice. Now see imperative sentences containing command or order. So like in imperative sentences, passive voice of sentences containing command or order generally start with let. So in sentences like normal structure of sentence in passive voice is as under like let plus subject plus be plus v3. So see the example, switch off the fan. This one is in active voice and it's what? It's order. So as I told you that in like in command or order, it will generally start with let. So switch off the fan. This one is what? Order or command. So in passive voice, let the fan be switched off. Call the attendant. This one is also what? Command or order. So before what we will write? Let plus subject plus be plus V3. So let the attendant be called. See the structure? Let plus subject. So subject here, the attendant. Be plus called. Called is V3. Third form of the verb. Cook the food. This one is also command or order. So let the food be cooked. Right? Let plus subject here the food and be plus cooked. Cooked here, third form of the verb. Now see more example, like please come here. So this one is request. Now see the difference. That was the command or order. Now here we are talking about request. So for request, what we will use? Please. Clear, children? Please come here. You are requested to come here. So again I'm repeating, children, whenever we will give command or order, so in passive voice we will use let. Clear? Let plus subject plus be plus V3. Now here we are talking about request. Like please come here. So in request, what we will generally find? Generally we find please. So please come here. Please here means request. So you are requested to come here. Walk slowly. Walk slowly. This one is what? Advise. So in advise, what we will use? You are advised to walk slowly. Go out. So this one is you are requested to go out. Clear? Now let us see. Normal structure of sentence in passive voice is as under. You are advised. As I told you, like do yoga daily. So this one is what? Advice. So in advice, what we will write? You are advised to plus verb. Like you are advised to do yoga daily. Clear, children? Do your homework neatly. So here, you are advised to do your homework neatly. Do not drink. This one is what? Advised. So you are advised not to drink. Now, imperative sentences containing suggestions. So first we have done like request, command, order, advised. Now come to the imperative sentences containing suggestions. There are some sentences which contain suggestions. Let's see how to convert these sentences into passive by some example. Respect parents. So this one is what? Suggestions, right? So parents should be respected. This one is in passive voice. Love the kids. This one is also what? Active voice, and it's a suggestion. So the kids should be loved. Follow your dreams. Your dreams should be followed. So children, a sentence that issues a request or gives a command or expresses a desire or wish is called an imperative sentence. Imperative sentences are addressed without naming the subject. Hence, these sentences are without subject and start with the principal verb. Clear? Sentences have different types of emotions like order, command, request, suggestions, and advice. So, in passive voice of imperative sentence, we use different wordings with the subject as per the emotions of the sentence. Clear? So, children, for making passive voice, imperative sentences are of the following types, as we have already discussed, like sentences containing command, sentences containing order, sentences containing request, advice, and suggestions. Clear? So, like rule of making imperative sentence in active voice, like in command, verb first form plus object. So rule of converting imperative sentence in passive voice, let plus convert object to subject plus be plus third form of verb. So this is for command. Like in command, in passive voice, let plus object plus be plus third form of the verb. Same in order, like you are ordered to. As in command, and in command what we will write? Let. And order, you are ordered to plus verb plus object. And in request, you are requested to plus verb. Verb here means first form of the verb plus object. And in advise, you are advised to plus verb. Verb here first form of the verb plus object. Clear, children? And same in the suggestions. Convert object to subject plus should plus be plus third form of the verb. Once again I'm repeating, like in command what we will write? Let plus convert object to subject plus be plus third form of the verb, as we have already done. And in order, you are ordered to plus first form of the verb plus object. And in request, you are requested to plus first form of the verb plus object. And in advise, you are advised to plus first form of the verb plus object. And in suggestions, convert object to subject plus should plus be plus third form of the verb. So here you have seen, like in suggestions, respect parents. This one is in active voice. So parents should be respected. Clear, children? Now, sometimes we find agents as one, someone, and nobody, police, judge, and people. Then it is not necessary to mention them in the passive voice. Now, see the example. Like someone has beaten me. So, in passive voice, I have beaten. I have been beaten. The police inquired into the case. The case was inquired into. So, children, the subject is hidden in an imperative sentence. Clear? Like in example, like get out of the class. So here also, this. So like here also, the subject is hidden, right? Now we should use with after pleased, satisfied, disgusted, impressed, annoyed. Now see the example. Your honesty has pleased me. I have been pleased with your honesty. So as I told you that we should use with after pleased, satisfied, disgusted, impressed and annoyed. So your honesty has pleased me. I have been pleased with your honesty. We should use in after interested, consisted and contained. Like this job interests me. I am interested in this job. Clear, children? Now, in some sentences, it is possible to put not after the object or be. Now, see the example like, please help me. So, please help me here, please. So, please, it means like request. So, you are requested to help me. Work hard. So, in work hard, no object is there. Work hard. This one is what? Advised. So you are advised to work hard. Let us go for a walk. So it is suggested that we should go out for a walk. Do not beat the dog. Let the dog not be beaten. Now the sentences with the models. So children, before that, do not beat the dog. So here, as I told you, like in some sentences, it is possible to put not after the object or be. So here, let the dog not be beaten. Now sentences with models. You should learn your lesson. So your lesson should be learnt by you. So next, you ought to respect your parents. Your parents ought to be respected by you. Thank you, children.